Welcome student. Now we study the intercultivation or aftercare in sugarcane. Intercultivation or aftercare. What is intercultivation? Tillage operations which are given in standing crop after the planting of or sowing of crop. Which operations are given in standing crop, that is known as intercultivation. In sugarcane crop. In sugarcane crop, generally gap filling, weeding, hoeing, tagarni, earthing of, detrashing, and propping and tying of sugarcane sets or sugarcane shoots. So these interculture operations are also done. So out of these, earthing up in sugarcane is also asked for our 2 marks, so it should be carefully studied or listened. Initially we study in details different interculture operations as a sequentially. Number 1, that is the gap filling. The object of this operation is majorly to maintain optimum plant population per hectare area and gets maximum yield from the sugarcane crop. This is the main object of gap filling. The gap filling is immediately done after the completion of emergence of sugarcane crop, and gaps are filled up in well-stand sugarcane crop. Sugarcane seeds are completely germinated after 6 to 8 weeks or within 6 to 8 weeks after the planting time, that is the during the winter season planting, that is October to November. In that season, cool climate is effect on the germination of sugarcane seeds. It germinate or it takes for germination long duration, but summer season, that is the suru sugarcane planting and arsali sugarcane planting, is sugarcane set is germinated earlier than pre-seasonal sugarcane planting. So these points are should be carefully studied or listened. So where sugarcane sets are failed to germinate or fail to emergence, that spot only healthy sprouted eyebud have a sprouted eyebuds. Sugarcane sets are planted or planting is done, and after that these sugarcane sets are covered with soil. Sometimes sugar while gap filling operation is done before, so sugarcane seedlings are also used for the gap filling, because while it is gap filling, when it is apply as a sugarcane sets, equal growth of all sugarcane plant or sugarcane crop is not done. So late gap filling sugarcane seeds are germinate, but equal growth is not appeared, so these sugarcane plants are not grow successfully. So sugarcane seedlings are mostly used for planting recently. Next one is the weeding. The object of weeding is mostly to uproot the weed plants, remove the weed growth from the field, then the loosening of soil and moisture conservation into the soil. So these are the main object of weeding. Generally 2 to 5 hand weedings are given. 2 to 5 hand weedings are given at the interval of 20 days depending upon the intensity of weed. In case of heavy heavy or high intensity of weed. Pre-emergence weedicide like atrazine or 2,4-D 5 kg per hectare in 1025-liter water spray may be given to control the weed growth. It also kills the broadleaf weeds. So these are the selective weedicides. These are also applied or used during the weeding, and it help reduce the number of hand weedings. So it help lower the production cost of sugarcane crop. Next one is the hoeing. Two-tin hoe is work or with the help of two-tin hoe in furrows to stir the soil and remove the weeds in long furrow and contour furrow layout. Such 3 to 4 hoeings are given at the interval of 1 month. So this operation is also given, that is the two-tin hoe is used for hoeing. Next one is the earthing up in sugarcane. Generally, earthing up in sugarcane is also asked for our 2 marks. So this operation is carefully listen or study. Earthing up in sugarcane consists breaking of ridges and converting them into the furrows, and furrows are converted into ridges. It is known as earthing up in sugarcane. This point also we written as earthing up in sugarcane means to breaking of ridges and converting them into furrows, and furrows are converted into ridges. It is known as earthing up in sugarcane. This operation is given when crop is near about 5 to 5.5 month old and it have 2 to 3 internodes visible. That time this operation is given. In case of small bed or serpentine layout, this operation is done manually by digging the ridges with the help of digging fork or kudali, and raising of soil at the base of sugarcane plants, or soil support is given to the sugarcane plant. In a long furrow and contour furrow layout, it is done with the help of plow or riser. So this point should be carefully studied. Next one is a small plow or light wooden plow or desi iron plow or shovel tooth cultivator, that is 3-tin implement, majorly used for breaking of the ridges or for earthing up in the sugarcane. So a small plow is run to break the sides of ridge, and shovel tooth cultivator is work to break the center of ridges. Then the soil is pulverized by harrowing or operating shovel tooth cultivator. Then finally riser is work to complete the earthing up. This operation is done to support the plants with soil and prevent the loading of plants and avoid the directly contact of water and plants. It also helps in rattoning planting, that the old non-functional roots are also pruned out by this operation, and it helps to increase the functional roots and more development. This operation is given 2 to 3 times at the interval of 15 to 20 days, it help healthy growth of plant and crop thrives very well. So this operation is important. It should be also asked for our 2 marks. Then the next operation is Tagarni. Tagarni means, definition of Tagarni is the partial healing of soil against the crop row is done when the sugarcane crops start rapid growth at the age of 3 to 4 months. It is done twice at interval of 1 month for loosening the soil and pruning the non-functional old roots. This also helps to remove the non-functional roots and increase the fibrous root of sugarcane, and also help the enhance the development or vegetative growth of sugarcane plants, or it help increase the number of tillers. Next one is the detrashing. Trash means sugarcane leaves. In sugarcane, leaves are also known as a trash. Removal of some of older leaves from the sugarcane crop is known as a detrashing, and it is done to avoid the attack of insect and pest. Detrashing leaves are used for cattle feeding or mulching or use of composting. While detrashing is done, that time better aeration done into the soil. So favorable climate or favorable condition for pest and disease is not available, and pest and disease attack is also reduced. Next one, intercultivation, is the cropping or tying of sugarcane plants. The tying of sugarcane plants is to prevent the loading is known as a cropping. In some cane of two adjacent are brought together and tied each other by its leaves rope, and it also help to apply better and easily irrigation to the sugarcane and avoid the damage of sugarcane sets which is break on internode, or sometimes due to heavy rainfall in heavy soil become loose, so sugarcane plants are loaded into the field, and that time it also damage as a breaking of sugarcane sets, and it also reduce the development or prevent or stop the growth of sugarcane sets. So initially tying of sugarcane plants in heavy soil, this operation may be given to avoid the breaking or loading of sugarcane plants. It also loaded due to heavy rainfall, due to heavy wind. So this operation is given in sugarcane. So next one point, we study the manuring and fertilizer application of sugarcane crop. Sugarcane crop, manures and fertilizers. There are 3 planting seasons of sugarcane. So at each sugarcane planting, manures and fertilizers are also various. So these points should be carefully taken, keep in your mind. So first we study the manuring for early sugarcane planting. Initially we should study as a carefully or details. During the land preparation or at the time of last harrowing or before the preparation of planting layout, 50 tons FYM mix with soil properly, and while FYM mixing, that time 10 to 15 kilogram 10% forage granules also mix with soil to control the soil-borne pests like white grubs and termites. So this point should be carefully listen or study. For Arsali sugarcane planting, 50 tons FYM per hectare mixed with soil while land preparation. Then the recommended fertilizer dose for Arsali sugarcane planting is 450 kg nitrogen, 170 kg phosphorus and 170 kg potash per hectare is given. Out of these, for sugarcane crop, all fertilizer doses are not given at planting time. So the application of fertilizer doses are as following. At the time of planting, 45 kg nitrogen, 85 kg phosphorus and 85 kg potash per hectare is given at planting time. Next application, after 6 to 8 weeks of planting time, 180 kg only nitrogen is given to the sugarcane crop. Then after 8 to 10 weeks of planting time, 45 kg nitrogen is given, and after 20 to 24 weeks of planting time, remaining 180 kg nitrogen, 85 kg phosphorus and 85 kg potash is given. So care should be taken that for sugarcane crop, fertilizer recommendations are given in 4 split or 4 doses. So these 4 doses are carefully listen or study. First at planting time, second at after 6 to 8 weeks of planting time, after third one is the 8 to 12 weeks of after planting time, and number fourth one is the 20 to 24 weeks after planting time. These 4 planting or fertilizer application time is carefully listen. First and last application time, nitrogen, phosphorus is and potash is apply, but middle 2 application doses only nitrogen is given. These points should be carefully study or listen. So student, we study next point, remaining of fertilizer doses, in our next video. So thank you. Keep our video channel